are. So expose the tape. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to do the same thing here. Pulling this off, pulling this. I'm ready to go. Number 2. This one right here, I'm just going to pull off this paper right here. There we go. Now I'm going to expose the tape. This part's all ready to go. Now we're going to assume that everything is ready from a standpoint of surface. We want to bond to a clean surface. I'm not going to do any solvent wipe, right? You could use a solvent like this. You could use MEK, acetone. You could do some abrasion. A lot of times that activates the surface, makes it a little better. If you do an abrasion, make sure you do a solvent wipe. It's best always to do a solvent wipe followed by a dry wipe to pull away any of the contaminants. So here's an adhesive. This adhesive is CB200. It's an acrylic adhesive. It's room temperature curing, 2-part adhesive. So very strong, resistant to most aerospace chemicals. Actually, the most difficult thing for this adhesive is probably humidity. So humidity is a severe environment for it, but it still retains most of its strength. I pulled off the end cap. It was rotate and pull it off. I'm doing that so that I can dispense just a little bit of adhesive. I want to get a little bit of the adhesive out.
Not one to screw into.
Can I hold this for you?
I was gonna pull
it into this, or
pull out another bag.
or like a tissue or something.
I'll use this bag. It's okay. No problem. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that both components are flowing. I'm looking for 2 colors. So I'm going to I'm doing the handle. I see one color. There's the other color. So I got both components there. I'm going to mix that just to make sure everything's looking really pretty good. Okay, I feel okay about that. I'm going to put the mixing tip on. So mixing tip, I'm going to rotate it. Okay, so just a 90-degree turn. I'm going to do the same thing here. Now this time, I'm going to dispense a little just to make sure the first part's not completely cured. So I want to make sure that it's completely mixed. So I want it to be thoroughly mixed. Now I think I'm ready to go. So I'm going to apply some mixed adhesive to this surface here. Okay, just a built-up dot. Okay, and then I'm going to locate this on the part. So here we go. This first one here, I'm locating the fixture. I'm pressing down on the outer box, and then I've got a gap, so I want to close that gap. So I'm going to press on the inner box, and then I let it go, okay? Make sure that you don't help the fixture, okay? We want the fixture to do the work, because if you apply extra pressure, then what happens is you end up needing to keep that consistent. Otherwise, you get an inconsistent bond. We want it to be a consistent bond through. So I've applied a belt-up dot. This time I went a little bit extra to the ends because I wanted to make sure that I got good part here. So here we go. I'm going to locate this. Again, I'm pressing on the outer box. And then here, this one, I'm going to press on the inner box. There we go. And then one more part here. This one, I'm looking at the adhesive. It's starting to change color. You have to work very quickly with this adhesive. Because it's starting to get to that orange color, I want it to be more like... I want to squirt out a little just to get it more the cream color, not the orange color. There we go. I see the cream color, so I'm happy. So I'm going to go around this inner...
That's the swivel.
So we're ABS approved.
No, this one's not the swivel.
That's a fixed.
Both guys are.
So I'm just going completely around the periphery of the tape.
We're all
There we go.
this close to being.
So now what I need to do is I need to locate this tape on here. So I set it down. Now, when I set it down, now it's holding on place, but I need to press it and then let go. Okay? Good. And we were going to do a nut plate, weren't we? Here we go. Here's a nut plate right here. So I'm going to apply the mixed adhesive here.
If you're looking for electrical ground cap, we have a couple parts that do that. So instead of maybe you have a junction box that you need to...
There we go. So I'm going to feed this fixture in right here. And then I'm going to pull it in, set it down, and this is the clamp that holds it in place. Okay?
Cool. Thank you very much.
Sure.